What's coming up today?
Well, we are going to be talking about a pottery that is a collector's item. And the name of the pottery is Niloak, and if you're an Arkansan, you'll know it because it was actually found in Benton, Arkansas. So anyway, our special guest is an archivist. His name is David Gifford, who's the author of the book, and we're going to talk to him later on.
Super.
Right.
We also have some money to give away today, too.
Special guest today is David Green. He's an archivist with the Arkansas History Commission. I'm absolutely wrong. David Gifford. Did I say Green?
Yes, you
did. I
did.
renamed you, David. I'm sorry. But he is an archivist with the Arkansas History Commission, and now he's the author of the Collector's Encyclopedia of Niloak, which is a real pottery collector's item. And we want to welcome you, David Gifford,
Thank you very much.
to Arkansas today. I don't know why I renamed you.
Well,
you don't look like a David Green to me.
I've been Gifford all my life, so I like to keep it like that.
We would too. We would too. Now, Arkansas is the home of the Niloak Pottery. Am I correct with that?
That's correct.
So we really kind of feel close to this.
Yes, made in Benton, Arkansas, Sling County, between 1910 and to the early 1950s. A man by the name of Charles Hyten co-founded that with another man, Arthur Dovey, from Ohio, and those two would, in a couple of years, bring that into a forefront of one of America's art potteries. And so it was quite a thing, and really didn't get its going until the 1920s, but would be in business until early 50s.
Is it recognized nationally?
Yes, it is. And the book is selling nationally. In fact, the prices are based on national averages because you just couldn't do it for Arkansas.
All right, you've brought some examples for us to look at. In fact, I thought it was interesting when you and I first talked. I thought, I'm going to go check to see if I have any of this. Most
people do. Piece of swirl pottery. In fact, it's the piece that appears on the cover.
Yeah, right here.
And this is circa 1913. Very unusual shape and colors, and that really will distinguish between a mediocre piece and a more valuable piece, both in terms of the aesthetic value and the pricing.
Now, is it true that the swirl that we see there in the clay is naturally colored, or is it, I mean, a lot of people think that.
Well, that is the common misconception, that these colors, and they range from red, white, blue, green, that they actually came out of the ground as such. But unfortunately, research has turned up that it was hyperbole by the company. And of course, local tradition has seen these advertisements, and the local stories just handed down. But unfortunately, you can't pull out green clay and fire it and have it still be green.
Now, is all swirled pottery Niloak?
No. Unfortunately, when I wrote that book, I wrote it for collectors. And there are some persons who try to pass off unmarked swirl as Niloak pottery because it's become very valuable.
Yeah. How valuable is it right now?
Well, it's in general, and I have to talk in general terms because different pieces are worth different prices, but vases primarily between the 4 and 10-inch range run anywhere from $15 to $25 an inch.
Whoa, how about that? That's great.
So it is very collectible. And
in view of our limited time, can you just go over these pieces for us rather quickly?
Piece of high wood, Arkansas's last attempt to make art pottery. This is by Niloak. We have a piece of cam art made in 1928, Camden, Arkansas. Very unusual with the drips. We have the earliest of Arkansas art pottery, Ouachita pottery, made in Hot Springs between 1905 and 8. And then another Niloak item, their castware, which was their primary production in the 30s, 40s, and early 50s, Arkansas-shaped ashtray.
It's beautiful pottery. I think everyone would have to agree with that. If you're interested in securing the book, it is $23.50. Just send a check, and I'll put the name and address on the screen for you. You can write it down. It's you're going to mail it, actually, to David Gifford himself. And it is Post Office Box 7617, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72217.
Correct.
Again, the check, $23.50. That includes postage handling and all of that. And you're going to do a signing when?
Yes, February 28th at the Old State House here in Little Rock, which everybody should know by now, being national TV, February 28th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
February 28th at 2 o'clock. You can call me Gloria, and I'll call you something else. Thanks for being here. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Our special guest, David Gifford. We'll be right back.